Police officers, what criminal actually impressed you with their criminal skills? I work patrol in a quiet neighborhood with lots of older folks. For months, we kept getting weird calls from Willow Oaks apartments. Someone's rent money would disappear from their kitchen counter. Pills would go missing from medicine bottles. Packages showed up already opened. But here's the thing. No broken locks, no smashed windows, nothing. Just stuff vanishing into thin air. The complaints all came from the third floor. And every single time, this sweet old lady named Mrs. Delaney would shuffle over with her walker to check on the victim. She'd bring them cookies and tea, ask if they needed anything. Mrs. Delaney was 76, wore glasses thick as soda bottles, and had lived there for 30 years. She baked us cookies every Christmas. Total grandma vibes. But my partner Jake started noticing something weird. For someone who could barely see past her own nose, she sure knew a lot about everyone's business. One day, this Vietnam vet named Bill pulled me aside. "That woman's too quiet for someone who knows everything going on," he whispered. "And why she always got her walker positioned right by people's doors when she talks to them? That got me thinking. So we set up a test. We had a fake package delivered to apartment 3B, told the tenant it contained cash and prescription pills. We bumped up security, hid cameras in the smoke detectors, the whole 9 yards. 2 nights later, the package was gone. But when we checked the footage, we only saw shadows, like someone knew exactly where the cameras were and how to avoid them. I started digging into Mrs. Delaney's background. Turns out her dead husband had been a locksmith for 40 years. After he died, she kept all his tools for memories. Another neighbor mentioned she'd seen Mrs. Delaney pick her own apartment lock in under 10 seconds when she forgot her keys. So I decided to watch her myself. Around 2 in the morning, I hid at the end of the hallway. Sure enough, Mrs. Delaney crept out of her apartment. But instead of her usual walker, she had this fancy cane. I watched her shuffle to apartment 3D, position herself so her body blocked the door from view, and then, click. She was inside in about 5 seconds. She came out 30 minutes later carrying a pill bottle. When I stepped out and called her name, she didn't even look surprised, just turned around with this sweet smile and said, "These aren't safe, dear. He drinks. He shouldn't be mixing them with alcohol." That's when everything clicked. Mrs. Delaney had been breaking into apartments for months, but not to steal. She was playing neighborhood guardian angel. Back at her place, we found a notebook labeled Help List. She'd tracked everyone's schedules, habits, health problems. She knew Mr. Garcia in 3A was spending his Social Security on lottery tickets, so she'd take his cash and leave groceries instead. She knew Mrs. Kim had dementia and kept forgetting her medication, so she'd remove the dangerous ones. The cane? Custom made. Her husband's old lockpicks were built right into the handle. Technically, it was breaking and entering. Multiple felonies. But when we asked the victims if they wanted to press charges, every single one said no. Mr. Garcia actually thanked us for bringing her to his attention. "She saved my life," he said. "I was about to lose my apartment gambling, and she always left me dinner when she took the money. We had to give her an official warning and install real security cameras. But honestly, she was the most impressive criminal I've ever encountered."